Good Monday evening, everyone, and welcome to Monday Night Safety Stop. See if I can get my camera kind of lined out here. Where am I going to? There we go. Sorry, I am working from a remote island tonight. So, JoJo, what's going on, buddy?
Oh well, we're enjoying the rain.
You're enjoying rain? Hey, we are too.
Yeah, we get rain.
All right. I am trying to. Uh, we're running a little late tonight, having some. Oh, damn, there's a bee in here. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty trying to get everything worked out, but I think we're there, JoJo.
Yeah, I am noticing a little lag between you and me, so it's
Oh
probably
shit!
even greater as we get onto the channel itself. So
Oh
might
shit!
be a little
Okay.
behind.
Sorry, I've got a honeybee flying around here in the room, and I just, I would rather him go outside instead of being here in the room. But anyway, I've lost him. I don't want to set on him and get a stinger in my butt. But anyway, so let me. Yeah, quit laughing at me. Let's just sit down over here. Hopefully, I don't get it. Oh, there he is. All right. Boo! Hello. Yeah, go figure. Step outside just a second. I think he landed on me. Come on, go out. All right,
Don't
sorry
get too
guys.
far away. Don't lose signal.
Well, I just he didn't go out. Okay. All right. Well, sorry about that, guys. It's I've never encountered a honeybee in my room before, so uh, I just don't want to set on him. But anyway, so we have completed 2 days of diving. I'm going to try to get back on track. So bear with me real quick. We've had 2 days. Conditions here got a little rough today, actually. Um, we actually had some pretty kicking current on the second dive, and a couple of us got sick at lunch, and so we forewent the third dive. But yeah, no whale sharks yet. That's the only thing that I can, we well, I'm sure there's a lot of things we haven't seen, but whale sharks is definitely the top priority right now. With them being sighted down here.
Yeah, I seen that they're literally spotted right there at the resort just the other day.
Oh yeah, they that they are. I'm looking on here right now, seeing as far as comments. So if you guys have any questions or anything about Turquoise Bay, where I am currently at right now, some of the diving or whatnot, go ahead and chime in. See, Michael Schutz has just chimed in here. He said, "Hey, I want to give a big shout out to him and Wally for making things go smoothly this weekend there at the park. I understand that it was kind of steady. So, JoJo, guess what you got to look forward to next weekend?"
I probably they get a steady day, so I'll get a busy day.
Well, you're going to be working on the next event coming up, which is
Yes,
the
as the Halloween night dive. So marking on the calendars
the
for the
Halloween
25th. Maybe I
Fest, and that's coming up October the 25th and 26th. I just want to give a real quick rundown here. The 25th, Water Dogs and Ohana are sponsoring the Zombie Apocalypse Diver. So if you want to learn how to survive a zombie apocalypse and go diving, hey, contact one of them and get signed up for the Zombie Apocalypse Diver course. Then, of course, that afternoon, Cowboy is going to have his famous chili cooking up so that when you get done with the night dive or even before the night dive, you can go ahead and grab you some chili, a chili dog, however you like your chili, and get ready for the night dive or wait until after the night dive and enjoy Jaws on the big screen down at the Pavilion, hosted by Louisville Dive Center. So it's going to be a fun weekend, And Sunday we've got the underwater pumpkin carving contest going on, or underwater pumpkin carving. Ohana and Water Dogs are both putting that one on there. So hey, lots of diving still left to do. We're still, what are we, JoJo? 3 weekends away.
3 more weekends, I believe. Actually, yeah, 3 more.
Three
Exactly
more
3 more.
weekends. Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
So yeah. So make sure you put that on your calendar. Come out and join the Halloween Fest with us. It's always a fun time. JoJo does an awesome job on the Haunted Quarry Dive. Um, he always makes it bigger and better every year, and so I'm excited to see what he's got in store for this year.
Oh yeah, there'll
Maybe
be
a
a couple
Jason.
different things. I'd love to put a Jason in it. I love that.
So you know what we need to do? We need to dress. Excuse me. We need to dress up Captain Jack and like do a Santa Claus suit or something on him because he already looks Halloweeny. So do something funny with him.
Everybody got a Santa Claus suit they'd like to donate.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh goodness. But well, all right, guys. So I'm just going to kind of give you all a recap of how things have been here on the island since we arrived on Saturday. Of course, it's fall break for a lot of people. And JoJo, I honestly, out of all the years I've been coming here or flying out of Nashville to come down here, I have never seen the Nashville airport such a madhouse. So
really,
we
like
arrived at
the organizer.
we arrived at 4:30 or 4:15. I'm sorry, we arrived at 4:15 at that Nashville airport, and I mean there was a ton of people there. We actually had a couple of our divers who are on the trip with us. They missed their flight because it took them so long to get to the front counter to get checked in. They was within 30 minutes of their flight leaving, so they would not check them in. And so they had to
Oh
wait
wow.
and fly in yesterday. So today's the first day they got to dive.
Oh jeez.
So,
Uh,
but yeah,
the airline,
we made it down here, and huh?
those airlines need to straighten up.
Yeah, and the only thing I can think of is because it is fall break, a lot of people are traveling, and so that's the only thing I can think of. Now, the flight's down, which we flew United, and we got down here about 10 minutes early from what we was scheduled to get here. So that's one thing I like about flying United is they're the first flight in. So if you can get off the plane quick enough and you can get through customs, I mean, it's pretty quick, here on the island.
Yeah,
But
being the
got
last
through
plane to land,
customs. Do what?
being the last plane to land sucks.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you're on the last one, you're going to be sitting there waiting for just a little bit. It seems like they've kind of gotten it sped up though. So I mean, even by the time we got through, they already had half of our flight, through customs. So I mean, it wasn't super bad, and the second flight in hadn't arrived yet. But so we get here to the resort, and of course, the dive shop manager Darren, he met us here, and he let us know that they had whale shark sightings that morning, Saturday morning.
Oh,
So of course, yeah. So we're all giddy now. I mean, it's just like, okay, when are we going to see a whale shark? Everybody's chomping at the bits. Of course, our group is on two different boats because there are so many divers that all of us can't fit on one boat. So we have two boats, and it's worked out pretty well because we're able to go. One boat's able to go to a dive site, and then we kind of flip flop. And so yeah, everything's worked out great so far. The diving has been great. I posted some videos, or I'm not videos, photos last night on our main Facebook page. So I'm hoping to have some more done funny story. Everybody knows I shoot with the Sea Life camera system or the Sea Life Sport Diver case. Well, I got the new one because I upgraded my phone to the S25 Ultra in February. And so my S25 Ultra would not fit in my Sport Diver case. It's the old one. And so I, upgraded to an Ultra and I had to order a new tray for it. The tray is back ordered. It's not in. So guess what I'm shooting with?
Your, your old
Yeah,
rig.
I'm still. I had to bring the old rig down, and but honestly, it's getting some good photos. I think I posted 3 or 4 last night on the main Facebook page. The 2 dives I done today, like I said, that second dive we had today had a really kicking current, which is very unusual here on Roatan. We don't usually get, you know, real bad currents here, so that was unusual. But so I only done the 2 dives. I wasn't feeling the greatest when we got off the second dive, so I came back to the room, laid down, took some medicine, just kind of eased out because tomorrow we're heading to the west end and do the wreck dives. So
Oh, okay.
we're doing, and I don't know if you've been on it or not, JoJo, the Odyssey. I know you've done the El Aguila.
The Lagula or the Eagle, and then we did the one. I don't know. I guess it's in the West End over by Mary's place.
Yeah, well, so that's on the south side, and
Yep.
they've got several more wrecks on the south side. They've got Mr. Bud, the Prince Albert.
Prince
Um,
Albert.
oh Lord, yeah, they've got probably 4 or 5 different wrecks on the south side. The north side we've only got 2, and it's about an hour boat ride to it, to either one of them because they're kind of side by side. But they've got the El Aguila wreck, which is I think it's a 150-foot freighter. So it's actually broke in two, so you can dive the bow and the stern. You jump from one to the other. So doing that one, or they've got the Odyssey, which is I really like the Odyssey. It's about the same size, but it's a little bit different. And we've seen turtles on the Odyssey. We've seen a lot more marine life in years past on the Odyssey.
Yes, I've dove the Lagula multiple times.
Yes.
So
Well, and the cool thing about the El Aguila wreck is if you've never seen garden eel, um, down on the floor there at the wreck, it's about 105, 106 foot deep. But if you go down there, you can actually see all these. I mean, there's like hundreds upon hundreds of little garden eels. It looks like grass blades sticking up, but whenever you get close to it, it's they go back down into the sand, so it's like they're parting the way for you, and then when you go away they come back up, so they're really neat little garden eels.
yeah, Bonair's got a bunch of them too.
Yeah, well
It's
it's
like a grad match. I gotta get on.
now on the Odyssey, that's been a couple of years ago. On the Odyssey I actually had a stingray on the sand. It was nestled down into the sand, and I was diving on nitrox, so it's right at 110 foot on the Odyssey. So I stayed up right about 100. I didn't want to push my MOD too much, so I used a little telephoto and tried to get a couple of pictures. They didn't come out the best in the world, but
Yeah. My pictures turned out great in Belize using that micro lens. I can't wait to get down and shoot a few down there in Belize.
yeah.
Sure.
Are you seeing comments, Jojo? Because of course, I'm down here in Roatan and my computer's like really lagging because I'm
Yeah. So
connected to the home computer, and so yeah, it's
it
the
is.
only one I see is Mike.
That's the only one I see. I don't.
Okay, all right.
I'll
Well,
refresh.
so yeah, so chime in, let us know that you're watching. Again, we have I'm down here in Roatan, Honduras for the week. And so, if you guys have any questions about the diving down here, It's a phenomenal place. JoJo can attest to it. I mean, they go out of their way to make sure that you have an enjoyable time. Uh,
Oh yeah.
right now, just shows how much dedication I have to the program here. Is everybody's down eating dinner, and so I'm sitting here with you guys to kind of give you all the this inside scoop on Roatan trip this year.
Hopefully it ain't calamari day. We all know how you like calamari down there.
Oh, I absolutely. They bring out calamari. I am tearing it up. I'm just that's all I'm going to say. But what's even better is when you can actually see it when it's alive in the ocean. We're doing the night
Yeah.
dive tomorrow night, so it's
Uh,
going to be really interesting to see if we have any squid or octopus out tomorrow night.
yeah. I definitely like those pictures of the nurse sharks you had swimming around. Those are pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Well, and we've got I've got several more today. We didn't see any. Well, we've seen a couple of sharks. I did not get a picture of it because I didn't see it, but I wished I had them because apparently one of the divers seen a baby nurse shark, only about like a
Oh,
foot and a half long. So it's like tucked
cool.
up. When he pointed it out, it was like it wasn't like a big ledge or anything. I'm like, he's pointing a shark, and I'm like, there's no shark there. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at the reef. There's no way a shark's going to fit in there. And then when we got back on the surface, he was telling me that it was a tiny, like a baby nurse. And I'm like, oh, now that would have been cool to see. But
Yeah.
I did see something yesterday that I have never seen before.
Well, it wasn't the whale shark.
No, it was not a whale shark. No, we've already got that one, figured out that it wasn't a whale shark. But we seen probably the smallest seahorse I have ever seen. I tried to get a good
Yeah.
picture of it, but it was so small. Even if I got up close to it, it was still tiny on the picture. So I tried to blow it up, and it pixelated. So I tried, but that was probably this thing probably was maybe an inch and a half long if you uncurled it. It was tiny.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a small one. You need a micro lens then.
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. But it's like I said, it's been good.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a lot of lionfish. Had several people take the lionfish class today, so um, of course, that's one of your favorite pastimes is lionfish hunting.
Yeah. I do
Yeah, I
like
got
the line
tickled.
fish.
I got tickled the first dive of the day. Todd and Jill came in last night or yesterday afternoon. So their first dive of the day, within the first 5 minutes, Todd's already got one. So it's
Of
like,
course, I already
okay,
got one.
yeah,
Uh, I need to get with him and a few others and go down there and do some more fishing.
oh yeah. So, but all in all, like I said, it's so far, the diving's been pretty good. I've got 5 in. I should have had 6, but wasn't feeling very good today or this afternoon, and so kind of 4 went, which was actually lucky because they said the current was worse on the afternoon dive than it was this morning.
Oh, they didn't
So
change
I'm
it
like,
to a drift dive yet.
the what?
They didn't change it up to a drift dive since it was getting so bad.
Well, I think they did do a drift dive, but I think the problem was trying to do their surface or do their safety stop, and of course the current was kept taking them. So yeah, I mean it was kicking, and they did tell us that whenever the current kicks up like that, that means that they're going to be like a storm or something come in. And right now, I don't know that it's raining, but it has been thundering and lightning here. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see in the morning. We've got an hour boat ride, so we'll see how it is.
I mean, you are in the tropics. It does rain all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's going to. It was raining when we got here. When we landed, we got to the resort. It wasn't raining, and then it rained. So I mean, it's been off and on, but all in all, we're getting wet anyway. So that don't matter.
Yeah. Say it always rains. They always last like only 30 minutes and then they're gone.
Yeah.
So, is Molly still hanging around and visiting everybody at their door or at their rooms?
So yes, matter of fact, we seen. Okay, so we got to give the backstory here, JoJo. So because I'm sure people that have not been on this trip don't know who Molly is. So every year that we have been here, they have a donkey, and this donkey will roam the resort looking for people to give her bananas. And so, I mean, we had one year she walked right into one of the divers' rooms because the diver had been feeding her bananas. So, she was waiting at the front door, and when this diver opened the door, Molly walked right on in looking for her banana. So, but she is here. We seen her today. I know last year when we were here, they had told us that there was a pack of dogs that had attacked her, and
Oh,
so she was kind of standoffish last year. And then we seen her today, but we seen her from a distance. So, I mean, she hasn't been coming around like she used to.
yeah. Of course, when it rained like that, she'd always hang out on the porches to stay out of the rain. You'd open your door and there's a donkey standing on your porch.
Oh yeah. Well, and that it's always fun because we've seen crabs up here. We've got lizards running around all over the place. We was out by the pool yesterday after our third dive, because we always stop by the pool, rinse off, and just sit there and partake in a little beverage. Some of them alcoholic, some of them not. Just for the record, I had Diet Coke. But anyway, I was sitting there and I had a little lizard that jumped up on my Lafitte scooter, and it sat there just like stared at me, and then it jumped off. I'm like, huh, don't see that every day.
No. Hopefully, you had a good snack in between lunch and dinner, too. That's always one of my favorite things. Sitting in the pool eating a snack.
Oh yeah. Well, like this afternoon, I didn't eat a whole lot of lunch. Like I said, my stomach was kind of bothering me, at lunchtime, so I didn't eat a whole lot. And then I come back and laid down. So when I woke up, my stomach was better. Of course, I've been diving on the Avelo, so I
Oh.
with the weight. Well, not no, not here, not here. I'm
I was
talking
like, you
before I
found
got
it.
here.
Okay.
No, no, I thought about bringing it, and I contemplated, but I decided not to. But where I was going to was, my last 15, 20 dives, I think 15, have been on the Avelo system there at the park. So I've been used to not having to have much weight, and so brought my traditional scuba unit with me down here. And traditional scuba weighs about 60 pounds, 60 to 70 pounds, and I've got 22 pounds of weight, so I'm packing like 80 pounds. With the Avelo, I was only packing like 40, so half of the weight. So let me tell you, my shoulders and my sides, everything's feeling it right now.
A little out of shape getting spoiled with the Avelo system, huh?
So next year when we come down here, I am definitely going to pack my Velo, and that way I can enjoy it down here. I'm hoping that we can talk them into bringing a Velo here at Turquoise Divers. That way I don't have to pack mine. I'll just rent theirs. So I'm hoping we'll see how it goes.
Give them a line of Avelo and scooters. We'll
Oh
sell them
yeah,
out when
yeah.
they come in.
I did try something new on this trip here. So Sherwood Scuba come out with their new SR3s back in May, and
How did
so I actually waited. I got mine in July, so I had pre-ordered it when they announced it, and so I finally got it. But I had not been able to dive with it, and so Thursday night, I think yeah, Thursday afternoon, I went and I put it all together, got everything set up so that I could bring it with me. And they just keep on with a great regulator. I can't say enough about. I've had the SR1, the SR2, now the SR3, and it's even with my full face mask, this thing breathes like a champion. I mean, it just effortlessly. Of course, huh?
that'd probably be on my list. My gear's getting old and ready for replacement.
Oh yeah, yeah. So just a couple of quick reviews. The SR3. Again, it, hello, I see. Now I see a JoJo.
Yeah, kind of knocked the camera over.
Little technical difficulties. Hey, we're used to difficulties on Monday nights. Hasn't been as bad since we moved over here on YouTube. Um, but let me also make a comment on that. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. It really helps our channel to grow. As well, it gives an opportunity for you guys to interact with us and ask questions. If you have questions about gear or travel or pretty much anything scuba related, honest opinion and what we know. If we don't know about it, JoJo will make something up, make it sound good anyway.
Yeah, you are kind of breaking up, and I have to kind of wait a couple seconds to respond because of the delay sometimes. Yeah,
Well, it's not like I'm, almost 2,000 miles away, you know.
we're gonna have to invest in Starlink, I guess.
Yeah. I actually I thought about doing that so that I had a better connection. And ultimately I didn't. But I mean, they've got pretty good internet here. I can't really complain. I'm able to do a lot of stuff. You got to think right now. I've got bandwidth going out back to the home office, and then bandwidth coming to me on my laptop so that I can cast myself. Where at in the home office, I've got the camera and everything, so I get why it's a little slow.
Yeah, yeah. Then you're shooting it over to me. I'm on the other side of the state. Oh,
Most
anyway.
most
Yeah.
definitely. Uh,
I'm imagining all our favorite dive masters down there are having a good time as well.
Well,
Uh,
they are. I do have a little bit of concerning news. We don't have Osman, who used us for several years. He's always a dive master. He's having some health issues, and so he is off. But we do have. I call him Little Oz, Osman's son. Oz. So we at least we have Osman on the boat, and of course, his dad is Osman, so he's got a good reputation behind him.
yeah, I was saying, Oz ever retires, he's got to let me know so I can at least get down there the year that he retires.
Oh yeah. So just so our viewers know, like I said, Osman he's been fantastic throughout the years. Um, I they've got a lot of great dive masters down here, and if you keep going to a place long enough, you build that personal connection with a lot of the people at the resorts. That's one thing I like about here at Turquoise, is the fact that when we showed up I had people who, hey, Chris, how are you? I hadn't seen them since last year.
Yeah,
And they remember you. It's just like that personal connection. Um, One of the guys, you remember Pablo?
I remember Pablo. Yes.
Pablo is still here. He's seen me. He's like, hey, Mr. Chris. So Pablo is still here. So yeah, I mean, it just makes you feel good when you can go to a resort, especially there's been people on these trips that that's their second time coming, and they're like, how do they remember us like they do? And they call me by first name, and I'm like, yeah, that's I mean, they learn that they're good guest, and it's amazing when you can have that feeling.
Yeah, they are very good at that. I mean, I don't go down there every year, and I'll go down there and everybody knows who I am. And I was like, I haven't seen you in 3 years. So,
Oh yeah, well, I mean, Jeff, for example, Jeff's on the trip with us this year, and he hasn't been here since I think 2018, so 8 years. And I mean, some of the people who've been here that long, hey Jeff, how are you? And it's just like, how do you know this? You know, how do you with all the people they see throughout the year, let alone 8 years worth of people? You know, it's amazing. And when you can go to a place like that, where you know it's not, it's more of a family feel. It's more of a not really a vacation, but like a family reunion, and you get to go have fun. And if you need anything, they're right on top of it. I woke up from my nap today, and I've got a refrigerator in my room.
You got a refrigerator. How'd you get that lucky?
Yeah, we didn't have a refrigerator in the room, and I wake up and the housekeeping was in here, and I didn't really pay that much attention to what they were doing. But when they left, there's a refrigerator in here. It's got Dr. Pepper in it. It's got several different like ginger ale and stuff in it. I already stopped. I'm like, it's things like that that it's just like they take care of their people, and that's the reason this is the 14th trip down here, because they do such a great job. The hospitality is second to none.
Hospitality is great. It's a beautiful resort, catered to diving. Beach is beautiful. The gazebos they got out there are just wonderful to relax in. That's one of my
Oh
favorite
yeah.
things to do on the last day. Just go out there and relax in the gazebos.
And if you're watching, hey, this is an annual trip that we do. We started this, like I said, this is my 14th year down here. And we started this as a trip for our staff members because, all of our guys work hard throughout the season to make sure all the guests at the park are taken care of. And, we try to go above and beyond. And so, our staff members deserve to be able to go out for a week and, enjoy a fun diving for themselves. So that's the reason we set this trip up. And, not everybody gets to go. JoJo knows this. So, if they pick, hey, I'm going, whatever rooms we have left, then we open it up and let other people come with us. And so, um, yeah, this year it was, I actually had to add rooms until I maxed it out because they had no more rooms available. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a fun trip. We get several people who are return guests with us, that come and enjoy the week with us. The diving is great. Oh, it's saying I have a low battery. Stand by. I have to.
Yeah,
I got to plug in my
I,
phone or plug in my computer.
it's like I would love to go next year, but I already know it's kind of off the table. So it's like the 2027 is definitely going to be my year to get back to
Well,
Roatan.
that and that and you're heading to we're heading to Belize in March. So
That
hey,
is
I get
true.
it. I
And
had to
I'm hoping,
do the same thing. When y'all went to Belize in February, because I spent 2 weeks down here October of last year, so it was like there was no way I could get away.
yeah. So and it comes to a big time thing. It's like I would love to do the Belize trip and then add a Roatan trip on top of that. Backpack, just off of yours. I mean, how awesome would that be? We go to Turquoise and turn around on the aggressor, and we do the whole island the following week. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But
Let's see.
we'll dream. Maybe one day we'll make it a reality.
All right.
Anyway,
Sorry, I was trying to get my computer plugged in because it popped up and said, "Hey, you got a low battery."
well, if you go down, the
Didn't
whole
want.
system goes down.
Yeah, if I go down, then yeah, we lose the feed, we lose the connections and all that. So I figured, yeah, we better go ahead and get the battery charged up, or go ahead and plug it in anyway. But yeah, so next year's going to be really exciting. We're going to try to do 2 weeks here again, or not here, but in Roatan. Week one is going to be, of course, or week one or week two is going to be Turquoise Bay, and then the other week is going to be aboard the Roatan Aggressor. So we're going to try to get that. Hopefully, we'll be able to nail that down in November. But the cool thing about the
Oh,
Roatan Aggressor is you've
let's
got three
talk
different
about that
islands.
after the show because I do got some updates from Dima on that.
Yes. So they've got you got three different islands you'll be diving on. You'll have Roatan, you'll have Utila, and then Guanaja. So those are the Bay Islands here in Honduras. So they'll move the boat at night. So you may be diving off of Utila one day and then wake up diving off of Roatan, diving the next day in Guanaja.
Hmm.
So that's what we're shooting for. I'll have more information on that come November. But yeah, nothing like traveling, getting to see different marine life. At the park, it's great diving. You see a lot of rocks and even more rocks, and now
Bass has been a
some
plus
nice
this year.
sized
I'll
bass.
tell you,
Do what?
the bass has been a plus this year. Everybody's excited about the
Oh yeah.
bass.
Well, and that's really going to hurt T-shirt sales next year because the last 3 or 4 years our shirts have survived the Kentucky Piranhas, and so yeah, the bass have kind of put a stop to that. So they're not. I haven't heard of anybody getting bit by a bluegill in the last couple 3 months, but the bass are out on patrol.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
It
Oh,
looks like
bluegill usually
Frank just
fire.
joined us. Hello, Frank.
Right? Come on. Yeah. Says he's our number two fan. Is that what the little crown means? Number two fan. Mike beat him by one. I don't know. I'm talking. I'm just. I think.
Well, just so Frank knows, we're missing him down here this year. Had a couple of us dive masters ask about, hey, where's Frank at? Well, yeah, Frank's going to Bonaire in March with us, so he decided to do that one instead of come down here. So, Frank, just so you
It,
know, some of the dive masters were asking about you.
it's hard to pick some of these when you have to pick which ones you want to do. Uh, Bon
Yeah.
Air's great too. Rotan's awesome. Bon Air's great. It's two different types of diving. So
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
you think about it, so the Bonaire trip is a drive and dive trip. So in other words, we have no boat dives scheduled. It is all shore diving. The cool thing about Bonaire is it's the shore diving capital of the world. So you can literally jump in the vehicle, load your gear, drive to any of the dive sites, which are indicated by yellow painted rocks on the side of the road with the dive site name. You can pull up and don your gear, walk in, go do your dive. You can do that 3, 4, 5 times a day if you want. So that's the cool thing about it.
Pretty much 100 plus dive sites we have at our disposal just to drive to. So,
Oh yeah, and we still have room on it. So if anybody wants to join us, we've got until the end of January. That's when the booking closes on that. So if you're looking for a midwinter, I want to get away and enjoy some tropical diving, hey, that may be an answer for you. So, and if you come, you're going to have fun. We're going to be diving sites like the Salt Pier, the Helma Hooker. The Salt Pier is probably my favorite on Bonaire because you're such a diverse marine life. You may see lionfish, you may see rays, you may see a shark, turtles. I mean, you've got all kinds of different things you'll see around the pier.
octopus are known for being out in broad daylight there.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's fun. We got a lot of good dive sites. Oil slick leap and let's see. I like the lake. It's a double reef system where you reef on one side and then you go across the sand dune. You get another whole reef on the other side. So and the weird part is that even though the reefs are in the same spot, the reefs look completely different. So yeah, a lot of
Oh
cool
yeah.
stuff going on
Well, and that's
it.
one thing that's true about here in Roatan as well is if you're diving the south side, it looks like a completely different place than here on the north side. So, you've got several different dive sites, north and south side, but it looks like you're diving in a completely different country just because of the way the formation of the coral and everything is. It's a great variety.
Yeah, I mean, north side was it more generally sloped reefs, where the south side's more of a cliffy kind of feel. At least that's the way I got when I
Yeah.
dove it. The reef just really drops off, but the current on the south end likes to kick up a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's see here. All right, but yeah, Frank says I hope to go next year, so hopefully he'll be on the trip with us. Roatan for 2026 again is going to be I think October the 3rd through the 11th. When we get done here for the week and we get back, I'll have all that information and everything. The good news is normally I have them to hold 10 rooms for me, and so this coming year I will have them hold I think it is 16 rooms because we have 15 on this trip. So, I want to make sure we've got enough room where, because I've got people who wanted to come on this trip that the resort ran out of rooms. It's such a small resort. They've only got 26 rooms. So, they kind of ran out of room, but yeah, so hopefully we'll have another great group next year and, see lots of interesting marine life. Um, I'm trying to think. Like today, I seen a spotted eel, little bitty guy. I mean, he was tiny, and seen some shrimp and puffer fish and stuff like that. So it's always interesting when you see things like that and able to point them out. And having prescription lenses in my full face mask really helps out because I can actually see the stuff.
yeah, it makes photos a little bit easier to get if you can see it.
Yeah, before I got the prescription lenses in my full face, I would just have to point, shoot, and hope that I got something. Because when I got back on land and had my glasses, to look at it to see exactly what we had going on, and yeah, it makes it a whole lot easier when I can see what I want to shoot and I can shoot it and know that I framed it right. And yeah, so
Yeah.
all right. Well, I hope you go next year too, Mike. It's there's been a few changes here at the resort, nothing major, but yeah, they're always changing something here, and so it's always interesting year after year come back. I don't think you've been here since they added the new lockers.
No, I have not. Uh, the last thing
Yeah,
they were doing was pretty much the new water pavilion area. So they just revamped all that.
yeah,
Just right after the pandemic. So,
yep. So yeah, they're always updating, and that's something good to see too. With different resorts, you don't always see them putting money into these resorts. We stayed at one last year for week 2 here on Roatan. I'm not going to call any names, but it was not the best experience, and it was dated. And I mean, they were trying to do some upgrades and stuff, but it was just like, you know what? Now this place just needs to be torn down and rebuilt. Make it more modern, where things actually work. Oh, Jojo, are you there?
yeah, I'm here. Did you lose feed?
Okay. Well, it says that I have my.
That's a weird sound.
Uh oh. I'm trying. Hold on. I'm trying. Hold on. I'm trying. Hold on. Not that one. Maybe it was that one. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's Monday night.
Oh yeah. Well, and being in a international tropical destination out in the middle of the ocean, it does present some connection problems.
Well, at least the connection problems ain't with the diving, with the technology.
Yeah. But hey, it's all good. We were able to reconnect it, so not not too terrible. I apologize for that. For some reason, I lost connection. So
Sounded funny. Like we're talking a bunch of robots or
yeah,
something.
well, nothing like hearing yourself echo and echo and echo.
Yeah. I'm glad y'all are
So,
having a good time, and I know you're just getting started. So I hope y'all see that whale shark that is looming around the corner there.
well, we're going to be keeping our eyes out for it because, yeah, I mean that's been on my bucket list. Since I've been diving, for right at 34 years now. I've not seen one in the wild, and so that's kind of on my bucket list is to be able to see one, in the ocean before I go to the aquarium and see one in the aquarium.
Yeah, that say we need to just plan one where we go searching for them. That would be a fun trip too.
All right, JoJo. Well, it is 5 minutes till 9, 5 minutes till 10 your time. 5 minutes, or I'm sorry. Yeah, 5 minutes till 9. It's 5 minutes till 8 my time. So where I'm at now. So I still got to go eat dinner. Do you have any final thoughts for us for tonight?
I'm glad y'all are having fun. Tell everybody down there that says hi. I know probably most of them were that are with you. They're having a great time. Tell all of my friends down there in Rotan I said hi. Uh, and if you see Oz running around, let him know we're thinking of him. Other than that, hey, I want to start getting our Halloween stuff to go, and I'll probably be seeing you Sunday next week, and have the
Well,
place up
hopefully
and running.
so. Yep, hopefully so. I know we fly back in Saturday night, so hopefully I'll be down there sometime Sunday. But I'm not going to say I want to stay, but yeah, I'm going to be awfully tired.
I understand that. Man, travel days are always the sucky part about going diving
Yeah.
sometimes. Stink. It could be a 16-hour flight over the pond or something.
I've always said if I have to fly, if I'm in a plane for longer than a couple of hours each way, then yeah, it's probably not gonna happen because they just don't make the seats on airplanes for fat guys, and so like
No.
my butt is like killing me by the time that I get wherever I'm going.
Yeah, and getting up and using the bathroom and stuff is always a challenge. So,
Oh yeah.
that man
All
problems.
right, guys. Well, hey, it has been an awesome Monday evening. One thing that we really love doing is scuba diving and talking about diving. So, we started this back in 2020 at the start of the pandemic as a way for us to be able to get together and talk about the sport we all love and enjoy, whether it be equipment, be trips, travel, training. So, and it gives you guys a chance to interact with us. If you have questions, whatnot. It gives that opportunity for you guys to just sit down and have a good topic about different things diving. We'll be back next Monday night. Hopefully, everything goes well. I'll be back at home, and we won't have to worry about connection issues and all that. But until then, I'm going to enjoy a week of diving. If you guys are diving with us this weekend, JoJo and the crew can't wait to see you all. If you're not, we hope you have a fun, safe, and adventurous diving weekend. Don't forget to put on your schedule the Halloween festivities, October 25th, 26th, sponsored by Water Dogs, Ohana, Louisville Dive Center, and of course us. Um, is there anything else I'm leaving out, JoJo? I know there is.
Well, can't wait to see y'all next weekend.
So bear with us. It is October, and we are running on a skeleton crew. Pun intended. So anyway, yeah. So we'll see you guys next Monday night right here on Monday Night Safety Stop. Remember, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel, and we can't wait to see you guys back next Monday night. We'll have pictures from this week and have a lot of fun talking about scuba. JoJo, y'all have a fun, safe weekend. We'll see you guys when we get back.
See you when you get back.